looks like we're good. Go to intro.
This is Ivy Doom Kitty, and you're watching Geek Out SA.
Hey, I'm Stan Lee, and boy, are you lucky you're watching Geek Out USA. Excelsior!
And welcome to Geek Out SA. I'm Vince. We're here today hanging out with a lot of Star Wars stuff.
You are in super duper Star Wars mode.
There's a lot of Star Wars stuff going on right now.
Well, yeah, because we're not that far away. When you think about it, we're getting pretty darn close to the newest installment. So I know everybody's like all giddy. I even have my lightsaber with me today, just in case I have to thwart someone.
Nobody's seen it, so turn it on and show it off.
Does it have power?
Yeah.
It's the apprentice one, so that I can't poke anybody's eye out with it.
Bet me.
It makes good sounds. I like it. So, yeah, I throw it around the house and...
It's
so,
cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've actually been looking up patterns.
Yeah,
to try to make cloaks and stuff. So... Yeah, we're pretty
It's
Star
like
Wars
a whole
out.
thing because it's like the tunic in there, and I've seen like whole costumes, like the real good costumes go for like over.
Lene's got a Jedi pattern.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The producer said his wife's got a Jedi pattern, so this might be on like Donkey Kong.
We got to do it. It's gonna be cool. What is this Star Wars? You know what Star Wars is, Russell. But yeah, no, I'm, I don't know, I can't wait to see it, but have you heard that they might be bringing Anakin back to the Star Wars franchise?
Okay, so you just told me this a few minutes ago, and y'all don't see my initial reaction, because I kind of flipped out when he told me earlier.
Yeah,
because
shut the front door.
Shut the front door is what I said. It just doesn't make any sense. Like... I don't get it. They burned his body, right? There was a giant pyre of smoking Darth Vader, yes?
But he's mostly...
He's mostly what?
I don't know, at the end, he ended up being a ghost, so he's dead. Yes, he's dead.
Okay, yeah, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to bring him back, what? Maybe
but the Emperor was supposed to be dead too, but he's not.
Flashback sequences? Okay, but they didn't burn the Emperor's body.
No, but they threw him into space, out there.
He fell into the reactor.
Yeah. He fell into the reactor.
And he burned up. He blew up.
In the books, he's not dead.
Yeah, but the books aren't canon anymore, so...
Well,
I don't know. The two of you are just confusing the heck out of me. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I didn't read the books. This is a shocker to everybody out there, because I actually didn't read any of
so
these
yeah,
books.
well, apparently they're bringing some people from the UK to get Hayden Christensen into shape.
How about giving us some talent?
Oh, you didn't think he had any talent?
He was wooden as Pinocchio.
Wasn't he supposed to be, though?
Oh my gosh, he was so awful.
So there are a lot of people who didn't like episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't happen to be one of those people. And
Neither do I.
Maybe I'm not
but
a
I
good
like
enough Star
I like
Wars-
all movies.
You do like all movies.
Except for Fantastic Four.
Except for the Fantastic Four, because there are really, really good reasons not to
and
like
the
that
RoboCop
movie.
remake.
And the RoboCop remake, which was really awful. I liked 1, 2, and 3.
I did.
I thought that Hayden Christensen was supposed to be wooden because he's this damaged person who's going through all of this and doesn't really know who he is, and he's like the dark side is taking over part of him, and he goes crazy about his mom and stuff. I don't know.
I think he
I
did.
believed him.
I think the character did a good transition from 1 to 2, then to 3. You could see the differences in him in each episode. So I don't know. I think they did a good job with him.
What I don't see is how he's going to come back. Like, I just don't get how that's going to
Well, first they were saying, well, maybe he's going to be in Rogue One, coming into the Star Wars franchise. And then they're saying, well, no, maybe he's coming into Episode 8. And they were saying, oh, yeah, well, maybe they're going to do a flashback. But they don't do flashbacks in Star Wars. They never have.
Well, just because they never have doesn't mean they're not going to start.
But flashback to what? Something that's already happened? So why do we need that to happen? Or
Because they are maybe counting on bringing in a new audience to like these movies of people who maybe haven't seen them or don't know that much about them.
It's not like you can't go to the store and get the movies. They're available. Everything is out there to get.
I know, but it's
nothing
not
for
like
them to be
people
like,
necessarily
I wish I
wanna-
could see Star Wars.
Oh, come on. You're giving people a lot more credit for intelligence that they don't have. Or
If they don't know where to find Star Wars, they're not geeks.
oh no, but nobody's pandering to the geeks anymore. They're pandering to the masses. They want this movie.
It's still mass market. It's still. I mean,
I'm
Disney's
telling
talking
you,
about
I
re-releasing the original theatrical releases.
Nope.
It's out there. It's
Neanderthals.
easy to get.
Fulgur's
Unless you've been living in a cave.
I'm telling you. All these millennials.
Fulgur says a lot of people blame Lucas for Hayden's static acting.
And the writing and the direction.
Didn't he like stop acting after he did that?
Uh-huh.
One would only hope.
He didn't do a whole lot after.
He didn't do a whole lot after that. No, he didn't. So I don't know what kind of shape he's in.
Didn't he
You
get in
can't
trouble
deny
with the
this.
law and
That
stuff?
was an epic battle in Episode 3 at the end.
With the lava?
Yeah.
It just made me sad.
Yes.
It wasn't even epic. It was just kind of sad. You were like,
Well, the
just
end
stop
is
telling
sad.
At him. Like, he's telling you to stop. Just quit already. Just go back to being that little kid.
But at
like,
that point, you're like, you know he can. You know he's not going to because he's Darth Vader.
I know, but you want him to. Like, I guess the mom part of me wanted to. I was like, just stop. Just be a little kid. Like, love your baby.
So the
like,
fan
And
fiction.
Lucas broke the kid, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a cute kid anymore.
No, he's been, like, in prison and
He's
stuff.
gotten in
yeah.
trouble.
Yeah.
He's got problems, yeah.
Lucas broke him. Curse you, Lucas.
Spoiled kid.
Damn it, George Lucas. So apparently fanfiction is that Kylo Ren is going to try to resurrect Darth Vader.
So could it be like a spirit thing? Like they're just resurrecting his force, his spirit maybe, and he's going to teach them from beyond? Like have that whole kind of thing going on, or...
I don't know. See,
But
the thing
when
is...
but when he died, he wasn't in a place where he was really Darth Vader anymore.
No, he was a Jedi and he was with Yoda and Ben.
Yeah.
So I don't... That aspect, I don't quite understand. Maybe, I don't know, like they're going to do the cloning thing and try to resurrect them that way.
Except
I don't know, maybe Kylo Ren doesn't have a master. So he wants to raise Darth Vader
Maybe he always
as a master because
idolized him,
a Sith
or-
always has... There's always one master and
One apprentice.
one apprentice, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we won't know until we see it. Or is this just a good marketing ploy? And they're just like leaking all this information about Hayden Christensen just to get all the geeks worked up.
oh my gosh,
And
if
it's a
they're gonna-
super awesome marketing ploy, and everybody's going to be all worked up and just like looking for all the info.
if they're bringing people in from England to get him into shape for the movie, they need to get some acting coaches for him too.
Aw. Poor guy.
I
Maybe
didn't
he's
think
been
I didn't
practicing
think
all
he
this
was
time.
bad in what was the name of that
The Was he in Jumper?
He was in Jumper.
Yeah.
I thought he did pretty well in that
Okay,
one.
Jumper. And he's older now.
Fulger says, "Oh yeah, Fulger said he did Jumper, and that one where he was awake during surgery. But other than that, I can't remember which movie he was in last."
He's got a new movie out right now, but I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know. I can IMDb it in a minute. I'm trying to deal with some haterade right now. That's why I'm talking into my chest on my microphone here while I'm trying to type. But when I'm done dealing with haterade, I can IMDb it.
Yeah. So,
So I don't know. I'll be interested to see if they try to bring Vader back. Is it going to be a spirit? Are they going to put him in somebody else's body or some kind of weird voodoo Jedi? I don't know. Because I haven't read the
But
books,
if it's going
so I
to
don't
be...
know.
If it's going to be Hayden Christensen, why would they need to put it in somebody else's body?
No, I don't know. That's true.
And then if he was just going to be there as a ghost, well, he can just stand there and be a ghost.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get in shape to just stand there. Roast
So-
for a lot.
That may be saying that he may be up to more. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some better acting from him. But we won't see it till supposedly episode 8. So who knows?
Lucas
Who knows?
That's going to be forever. That seems like that'll be forever away.
What is it, to 2018? Is when it's coming about.
Oh, but the world's supposed to end like Monday. Didn't Hagee say the world was going to end on Monday? So we don't have to worry about it. So. I just say things like that to
It's
agitate
because of
out.
the blood moon,
Yeah,
right?
because of the blood moon.
It's like we've never had a blood moon before.
Well, 4 in the past year, I guess.
So what's the significance of this date?
It's scary stuff we don't understand.
Ooh.
Just like magicians. The magicians are not evil. They're just really good at their craft.
Yeah.
They have sleight of hand.
Yankees full of craft. I really need to shut up.
Russell says it's all about the money. Get people mad, excited, and waiting to see the movie. It will break all kinds of records when it is open. Yeah, I think so. I think he's kind of agreeing with you, Colleen.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think it is. I really do. With everybody glued to like Twitter and Instagram and everything like that, I think a lot of these are really good marketing ploys. That is the extent of it. It's a really good marketing.
Because
ploy.
even if you didn't like 1, 2, or 3,
Or all 3.
or all 3,
or any of the above.
Al, you still went to go see all 3 of them.
And I regretted it.
Yeah.
But you still went.
Because I was hoping that it would get better at some point, and it didn't. And I curse you, Lucas.
But now Disney has it. So maybe they'll do a better job.
Oh my God, Hayden Christensen is 34 years old.
Couldn't
Good
really
Lord.
do a worse job.
Oh, it could be worse. I
Not
could think
worse
of
than
things.
Jar Jar?
Jar Jar wasn't that bad.
Oh, it wasn't that good.
They could remake
They could.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
They could bring the Fantastic Four into Star Wars, and then it would be over.
No.
That's the one. That's it. That was the worst part of all 3 movies.
What was the worst part of all 3?
What?
What was the worst part of
When-
all 3?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people made fun of that.
Oh my gosh.
It was kind of cheesy.
Kind of?
Well,
I bet
it was
nachos
really
that
cheap.
weren't
It was.
that cheesy.
It was really cheesy. That was the one part that I didn't totally like. They could have done it a completely different way. But apparently, what's his name? James Earl Jones is going to do Darth Vader's voice again in this episode. In episode 7.
So there is going to be some kind of a flashback.
Maybe. But that was
I mean,
something they
that's
said
what
a
it seems
while
like.
back.
It seems like we're getting to like some kind of flashback status. I don't know. I'm just gonna
because
watch it
I
and
guess
see.
Disney's more for doing the flashback stuff.
Well, yeah, and this is a Disney entity now, so.
Yeah.
And they want it to move, all these directors always want it to move into a different direction and do something different and do this and do that, so who knows?
Fulgore says, "It sure will. Going opening night. I love Star Wars. We do too."
We do too.
I
lot.
love Star Wars.
But why do you continue to love it if you totally hated 3 out of the 6 movies? Like, you hate half of it. How do you still love Star Wars? You love the concept?
I love Star Wars. I love the original trilogy. Kid Anakin was like, "Oh, I accidentally blew up the control ship. Aren't I cute?" It was dumb. The two-headed sports commentator, dumb. The pod race was a setup for a video game. And then, oh, gosh. Darth Maul could have been so epic, and they killed him in the worst way possible.
He got, like, what, 2 seconds of time frame?
Pretty much. And then you had that stupid spinny wheel drivey thing. Come on. Really? That's the best the Sith could come up with?
I think you think about it too much. You overanalyze it.
Oh.
Don't overanalyze it. Just go
Yeah.
and be like, "Yeah, that's cool." There's some
Just
like
watch
pod
it.
racing.
Enjoy
I
it.
wanted to. I really did.
That's too funny.
I don't know. We'll be there. We'll be there
I'll be
opening
there.
night.
Don't get me wrong. I'll be.
I mean, hopefully Disney can do it justice and bring it back, because they want to disassociate themselves from episode 1, 2, and 3 as much as possible. So I don't know why they're doing this Hayden Christensen thing.
I just don't think they are. I just don't think they are.
You think that's a red herring?
I do. I do. I think it is a red herring.
I hope so.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think it's marketing to get people worked up. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see how it pans out.
There will be so much nerd rage.
Nerd rage! Ah!
No, but I dig it. I can't wait to see it. I'll be there with my lightsaber and hopefully my cloak.
Hopefully your cloak.
And others, and tunic, and
Hopefully we'll
and
be dressed
boots.
up and awesome, and we can be rebel scum.
yeah,
Because I like to be rebel scum.
we'll be Jedi.
Unlike certain traitors I know, who are now part of the 501st. I'm not going to
That
mention any
is-
names, James. But
That is being a traitor.
yeah.
What's that all about?
Oh no.
Why do you turn to the dark side?
To the dark side. I have my puppet. I have my puppet. He's Mr. Hopper. He's Kermit number 2. I have him because some of my students are actually watching tonight, and they were like, "Oh my God, are there puppets on your show?" And I was like, "There can be." And since the Muppets debuted, this is like Kermit number 2. And, you know, he's green like Yoda, so he's my puppet. So say hi to Javi
I
and
wanted
hi to
to start
Taylor.
singing-
And sing Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow Connection.
I heard the Muppets was terrible. Al didn't like that either. Al pretty much hates everything. This is why we bring Al,
Al
because
hates
Vincent
everything
loves
new.
everything.
I'm
Al
going
hates
home.
everything. Okay, so I had a big old long rant, and some of my friends told me I don't always rant, but when I do, it's epic. Okay, so I had a big old long rant, and some of my friends actually told me I needed to chill out because I ranted about Miss Piggy and Kermit breaking up. Because I just feel like there's already like so much negativity in the world, and there's all of these stupid Kardashians and all of these like
Kanye.
Kanye and all this celebrity stuff that's like, it's so negative about any kind of like.
But this was a good thing.
Because Miss Piggy abused him.
Yes,
and
Miss
there's
Piggy
domestic
abused
violence.
him. It was domestic violence.
She abused everybody on this
I mean,
set.
that's just her personality. She didn't abuse him specifically. She just was abusive to everybody. She's just a bee.
But why would you want to be in a relationship with someone that's that awful to everybody?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
you just love them. Sometimes you're stupid and you love somebody, and you know everybody needs love.
And then he reached a point where he got tired of her stuff.
I don't know.
All you need is love. I saw this T-shirt. It had the Beatles on there.
Yes.
So all you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. And then the last one is Yoda, and it's love is all you need. I gotta get that T-shirt. You gotta
Wow.
get it too.
I
I love talking about Star Wars.
I know
It's
you're
awesome.
like 7 degrees of Star Wars. Everything's gonna go back to Star Wars. So I don't know. And so then I heard the Muppets have. They're just kind of going further and further on this road of like. The Muppets were always adult, but they were like subtly adult.
Hmm.
And they were still.
Well, that's why they did Meet the Feebles the way they did it.
Oh my God! Stop.
Which is a
talking about
movie
Meet
that
the
you should
Feebles.
totally see.
Do not watch Meet the Feebles. If you
Just
are
don't let
watching
your
this,
kids
do
watch
not
it.
watch Meet the Feebles. If you are under 500 years old, do not watch Meet the Feebles. It is the worst piece of trash ever. It actually made me literally almost throw up.
But it's a Peter Jackson film.
Oh my God! It's like
how can
Avatar,
anything he
practically.
makes be bad?
He makes bad stuff.
Hey, everybody thought Lucas was bulletproof. Oh,
I'm sorry, Meet the Feebles is so bad. Like the Muppets
Well,
better not get
he
to
was
that
bulletproof
point.
until he decided to remake stuff.
Oh my God, they've been showing that South Park episode like so many times lately.
Yeah.
The one where they're trying to like save Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh my God, because he's gonna ruin it. He and Spielberg have gone off the deep end, and they're like gonna ruin it. That's pretty funny. It reminds me of y'all getting all upset and crazy over stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm not a good enough geek. I don't get.
you aren't.
I don't get mad about all of these things. I'm like, oh no, I thought it was kind of cool. Anakin was cute. He raced and stuff, and he was sad and he missed his mommy, and they didn't handle him very well, and they kind of ruined him, and then he kind of rage quits and kills a bunch of little kids, and you're like, oh, that's
Not
kind of
the
sad.
younglings.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
But in
Why
the
did that
end, didn't he
happen?
have to go through all of that in order to bring balance to the Force? He had to do all of that.
He had a pod race?
He had to do all of it. He had to become evil in order to...
Every little thing had to trickle. It was every sand in the hourglass had to make him who he was.
Mm-hmm. That was the only way he could have gotten that close to the Emperor to be able to do what he did at the end of Episode 6.
And he had to be just enough of a balance of pretty evil, but like a little spark of love and goodness in his heart to like be able to push it over there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm down with that theory. I'm down. I mean, I've always
That's what I'm going with.
That's what I thought. I'm with
So-
you.
So bringing balance means that at the end of Episode 3, you've got 2 Jedi and 2 Sith. That's the balance that they were talking about.
No, the ultimate balance doesn't happen until 6. That's the balance.
Yeah.
The balance happens in 6.
Yeah, but that means he gets rid of the last Sith. How's that balanced? That's all good Jedi now.
Yeah, that's pretty balanced.
It's not balanced.
Well, obviously he didn't get rid of all the Sith because here comes Kylo Ren. And Brienne
Yeah.
of Tarth, whatever her character is, I don't remember. And she's with her badass chrome Star Trooper stuff.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, she
But I
looks
don't know
pretty
that
cool.
she's Sith.
No, we don't know what she is.
Yeah.
Some people
She's a
think she's some
badass
kind of
stormtrooper,
badass stormtrooper, possibly Sith, some kind of commander. Everybody's like kind of speculating. I've heard a lot of different speculations about what she is. Pretty much, she's Brienne of Tarth in a really cool, kick-ass like
Well, we'll see.
outfit in Star Wars.
We'll
so,
see what she is.
um,
I don't know. And I saw all the toys and stuff. I didn't get anything new because I don't have any connection to them yet. Don't have any connection to this new BB-8. I just don't.
You didn't get anything from 1, 2, or 3 either. You never have. So you still ultimately have a connection to 4, 5, and 6. You can say all you want that 1, 2, and 3 is okay.
I got this. It's Guardian Blue.
It's Luke's.
It's not Luke's.
It's Anakin.
It's
I mean,
Anakin's.
it's Anakin's, but it becomes Luke's.
No, Anakin makes his own.
I don't know if you got that because you had any connection to that or you just thought the hilt was cool. Because you didn't want to have the baby sword like mine.
No. I didn't want a baby star. Even though that handles really well.
Yeah, I do like it. It has good heft. I like the handle on it. It's real simple. It reminds me of a smash up between C-3PO and R2-D2. That's ultimately why I got it. I have these weird girl reasons why I get things sometimes. And I was like, oh, it's robots. I love them.
Now I'm going like saber crazy and looking at all the other places that make sabers.
Yeah, he is. We're going to have a problem in this household real soon, I can tell.
Oh boy.
It's going to be saber central around here.
Yeah. I might think about start starting to build some.
Well, that'll make the youngest child happy because he wants to cosplay as Joker Jedi.
Joker Jedi? Joker Sith?
Yeah, Joker Sith, I guess. And he wants to have... He already has a green... No. He got a purple saber, so he wants to get a green one to go with it, and then a purple cloak. And
Fulker says, too many Jedi, only 2 Sith. Killed all but 2 Jedi.
There you go.
Balance.
I had never understood the whole balance thing. I was like, is it really balanced? I don't know. I don't overthink these things. It's like, whatever. People are dead. Stuff happened. I'm telling you, I'm not a good geek. I don't overthink things well enough. I could overthink things if I had that pill, like in Limitless.
That was a great show. I
really like that show.
If you haven't seen it, we just saw it last night. Limitless was a movie, when was it? Back in 2010 or something like that?
2009, 2010, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
And with Bradley Cooper, and actually Bradley Cooper is briefly in this show because he's executive producing the show. And you take a little pill and it makes you super smart. Like opens like every part of your brain to
every synapse is firing at 100% all the time, yeah.
Work efficiently, so.
And you can remember everything, and you can time everything, and you know everything about everything that you've ever seen or heard, and you work really fast, and I don't know. I thought it was really good. I thought, this is probably going to be a miss, right?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was really good. And then I missed out on Minority Report.
You missed out. I really like Minority Report. It kind of made me feel like a sci-fi Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, really?
Kind of similar to that.
Uh-huh. Oh, I like Sleepy Hollow, so that would probably work out for me.
So if you haven't seen that, it's totally nothing to do with Tom Cruise or anything like that, but it has to do with more of the precogs.
So
which are the ones that actually predicted
these
stuff.
Movies that are becoming television shows.
Well, obviously for these last 2, I think they're awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think Limitless
they're
has
starting
an
to
open enough storyline that you can really go somewhere with that one. I actually, speaking of Hayden Christensen, something like Jumper has an open enough storyline that you could probably go somewhere with that one too. I could see more of these movies because you do feel sometimes at these movies that there's like unanswered questions or unfinished business, and so maybe they can't explain.
I mean, kind of the same thing they
whatever.
did with like S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that kind of fed off from the movies, and it also feeds into the movies. So I don't know, it's all meshed together.
Yeah, but I have like ups and downs with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, oh yeah, like, oh no, it's really lame. Oh yeah, like, oh no, it's really lame. Like, I don't know. I don't think that when I go see the movies, I don't connect the show very much to that, but I know they are trying to kind of connect it, but I don't know, in my head I kind of keep them separate because sometimes the TV show loses me. Well, that what's-her-face, she's kind of whiny sometimes. And she's supposed to be really strong, and then she gets on my nerves.
Well, she started out strong, but then what we talked about before, she doesn't understand her powers or what she can do with them.
No, I'm sorry. I just think sometimes that, and I'm not usually on the like chicks get the raw end of the deal bandwagon, but I kind of think sometimes chick characters do get the raw end of the deal. It's like, oh, you're like a pretty princess and you can't handle anything, boo-hoo. Instead of her just like, kicking butt and taking names like the whole time. Like, she was strong to begin with.
Yeah, but if you got loaded on with all this power just all of a sudden, how would you react to that?
I'd probably be evil. I mean, let's just be honest.
But she doesn't want to be evil.
Yeah, you probably couldn't help it, though. You got, like, all this power, and you're like, people have been ticking me off all this time. I'm taking advantage of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably be evil. I mean, I'm just going to go out there and throw that out there. I don't know. I don't think I would be like all weepy and cry about it and like I can't handle my powers. I don't know.
Dang.
I didn't like it. And in real life, I am real weepy and cry about stuff all the time. But I think if I had like superpowers, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It grated me the wrong way. I didn't like it.
Well, you stopped watching it for a while, and
I couldn't watch it anymore.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think she had to go through that, and maybe we'll see Sky. We'll see something different this next season.
I hope so, because I really love the two little nerdy scientist kids. The Scottish guy and the other one. God, I can't remember anything today.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been in the sun way too long today.
I forget their names. It'll come to me in a bit.
I really liked them. Mm-hmm. And then I thought they kind of wrote them in a really weird direction, too. I mean, I realized that they also had a trauma, right? And you're supposed to be depicting how people would deal with the trauma, and Fitz and Simmons.
Fitz and Simmons, yes.
Yes.
So, and I don't know, I liked the way that they went with that. I liked that
Fitz was finally starting to get a little stronger.
Yeah.
I did. I like that they finally started building that, and maybe I just didn't have enough patience to wait for some of those things to happen. Mm-hmm. Because I really like those two characters. I like that here he is like quiet and nerdy and kind of mousy, but he has this great strength within him, and he kind of becomes this teammate that they count on, you know. Mm-hmm. So I like that about him, and I like Simmons too. I think she has a strength that nobody anticipated either. So, I mean, maybe they pulled Sky back so that the other two could be at the forefront. I don't know. And then Ming-Na, who I didn't get to meet her at Comic-Con because she like was just like slaughtered with people.
Yeah.
I
think she stayed longer than what's his name? The guy who plays Coulson.
Yeah. I really like that they showed some vulnerability in her character and why she kind of ended up being the way she did. But she
Russell says Colleen is Sith. Yeah, she probably is.
Probably. I probably am, actually, come to think of it. Yeah. No. I'm real soft and squishy and lovey.
But if you had power?
I'd probably be evil, yeah. I'm just going to stick with that because it's probably true. I'd
have to get you with my blue saber.
Of all the people who would be Sith, I would definitely think it would be you.
Nope.
No, I still cannot, like, get this in my head. I've been married to you for a very long time, and this whole, like, that you're down for the good guys thing, like, really throws me.
Why?
You do not seem like a good kind of guy.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sorry.
You don't seem like a good guy. You seem like a complete jerk.
You seem like evil to the core. Like, you would, like...
Kill all the younglings.
Kill the younglings, yeah. I'm like, there goes
I would
Vince.
never do
He's
that.
killing the younglings again. Like,
damn it.
A rainbow connection.
Because even Al was saying, why I don't picture you with a blue
See?
saber.
See? Nobody gets this.
He's like, yellow or purple? I'm like, I don't know.
I got yellow. I knew I wasn't going to get blue, but I also knew I wasn't going to get purple.
Yeah.
When I did that thing, I got blue.
Yeah, I think you fudged your answers.
Yeah. You pretend to be nice so people don't know how evil you really are. So that one day when you take over, nobody will know what happened. They'll be like, wait a minute.
Means I think Vince should have full dictatorial powers.
See, now Al went too far. Now you went to Jar Jar, and now you've gone too far.
Wasn't Jar Jar supposed to be in 7?
I hope not.
Oh, Lord.
That would be cool.
You know, I thought he was... I'm assuming he was meant to be comic relief. I've never actually read if there was anything that, like, Lucas or any of them put out as to what their initial intention was with Jar Jar. I'm assuming he was supposed to be some kind of comic relief.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be their trial at maybe a new 3PO, but dumb. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do. I mean, you know, he was funny, I thought.
I mean, I think they really I think with those movies, they played more to the masses than they did to the nerds.
I think
Or the
with great
geeks.
power comes great responsibility, and they weren't very responsible.
Yeah, Lucas.
No, I don't
lost
know.
it.
I thought it was fine. I actually thought they were fine.
I liked
didn't
it.
hate them.
But then again, I like everything.
Vince likes everything.
Except for...
Except...
Oh, and Bebe's Kids. I don't like
oh, yeah, and
Bebe's
Baby's
Kids.
because we've had a long discussion about that.
That was a horrible one.
So, what else? Okay. So this is another thing that makes me a bad person. We're just going to talk about all the things that make me a bad person tonight. So we're watching Fear the Walking Dead.
We've only got an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about half of the things that make me a bad person because we only have an hour. We're watching Fear the Walking Dead. I'm really
You
sorry.
really hate this druggie. You really, really hate this druggie.
I really hate this drug addict kid. I really hate this drug addict kid.
He's a smart aleck.
He is a smart aleck. I really hate that. I hate that he reminds me of some of my students who cannot kick this problem because they don't have anybody kicking them in the butts to force them to. They are enabled by their parents. I hate this parent. I think both parents suck. I think Rabbit and What's-Her-Face are terrible parents. I did relish the fact that she kicked that kid's butt. She slapped him around a lot.
Slapped the
She slapped
crap out
the
of him.
crud out of him, smacked him around a lot when she found out that he was draining the drugs out of that guy. Yeah, I was kind of like overly excited about that. And
Was that
then,
Sunday? I missed that one. I have to watch it.
Yeah, no, she kicks the crud out of him. It's really awesome.
Good.
His mother, you find out some really
But
bad
the dad's
stuff. that
going to
he's
get
been
them all
doing.
killed.
Oh yeah, the dad's gonna get them all killed. He's an idiot.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he's such an idiot.
Well,
Freaking-
I think they need to change throughout because what we don't get is when we came into The Walking Dead, the only one that had no idea was
Rick.
Rick. The rest of them have been living in it for a while
Right.
because they weren't in a coma.
I mean, this is new and happening. I guess because we live in this world where vampires and zombies and all that stuff is in our heads because of everything we've read and seen, and so we all think, well, shoot, that's pretty obvious what that is, right?
Well, yeah, but in the world of The Walking Dead, all of that background material doesn't exist because no one says zombie.
Right. But somebody has to know something because the high school kid knows enough that he's carrying around a knife. He goes to the school to get the big cans of food, which, oh my God, they leave there, which totally ticked me off after they go through all of that and then leave the food.
Yeah.
It's little things like that tick me off.
Mm-hmm.
You know good and darn well you're in the middle of that and you did all that and like kill the principal and everything and you're leaving the food behind. Come on.
Yeah, but
You don't.
But we're there seeing it from people that have been doing that for a long time.
We've planned
If
this
you end up
scenario out
having
for years.
Yeah.
That's true.
We have played it out for years and they're just coming into it and they're freaking out. I just killed somebody.
Yeah, I killed my coworker.
I killed my coworker, my boss.
I was like,
my
I need to get
friend.
out of here.
Yeah, I
It
guess.
kind of freaks them out.
I guess I play too much like zombie apocalypse planning with my students. Like that's one of the fun games we play of, when we have downtime or the kids like to do it just for fun. So we talk about, what do we have in the room? What do we have in the school? Where could we go?
Folger says I'm more of a gray Jedi.
A gray Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Neutral Jedi.
Neutral? Can you be neutral as a Jedi?
I don't know.
I don't know if you
I
can
don't-
be neutral.
well,
It's not canon, but there is a gray Jedi pledge online that's gone around Facebook a couple of times.
I think,
Well,
I
wouldn't
think when you
have
talk about
Qui-Gon
it, you
been
gotta-
more of like a gray Jedi?
No, he was.
He would go
Qui-Gon
against the
was just a
council all the
rebel.
time.
He was just... Qui-Gon just thought way too much of himself.
And look where it got him.
Yeah, he wasn't gray. He was just a narcissist.
How do you get narcissists from that?
Oh my God, he was a total narcissist. He thought everything that he thought was perfect and wonderful, and he knew better than everybody else. How do you not get narcissist? Oh, wait. I know how you don't.
Oh my gosh. That's the reaction shot.
No, I'm not a narcissist.
You're not.
But no, because I have a blue saber.
I don't know. I
good.
always thought Qui-Gon was a narcissist.
I don't get the narcissist.
No? Al?
Mm-mm.
No? Not getting
Not
it?
narcissist, but lots of bad judgment.
Because he loved himself so much, he couldn't listen to anybody else but himself.
Oh my gosh.
Because he thought he was so awesome.
About the kid. About
He
Anakin.
thought he knew better than the council. about
But he
Anakin.
did because in order to
Did
bring
he?
balance to the Force, that needed to happen. It had to happen.
Now you're making me overthink these movies. Stop making me overthink the movies.
Knew.
You
The
have to look.
movie.
You have to look at it, and Star Wars, Episode 1 was very biblical. It was.
No, I'm not doubting you. I probably am doubting you.
So,
'cause I tend to be like that.
I would say that Qui-Gon was the Judas character in the Bible. Because he had to be able to do that. Not the betrayal part of it, but he had to bring him on anyway, no matter, even though they said not to. Because he had to play his part.
I think you're overthinking this too.
It's fate. It's fate.
I think we have a loot crate.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's time to open the loot crate because this has gotten entirely out of hand.
You know what's gotten out of hand is Supergirl, but in a good way. They just showed last night on CBS a new trailer, and it looked really good. They really showed more
When did
of
they show
the
that? I missed that.
well, because we weren't watching CBS, we were watching Limitless.
Oh, so you saw it today?
Yeah, I saw it today. So a lot of people were saying is, oh yeah, it's gonna be campy and this and that. This one didn't make it look campy. This one made it look really kick ass. So,
I just have to wonder with CBS being the one that puts it out.
but it's
It's
still by the
been-
same people that are doing Arrow and The Flash.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have a little more faith in it. It's weird how all of a sudden, like, my idea of good superhero shows comes from the CW. I'm like, you can't have a good superhero show unless you're on the CW.
Well, but if it's the same production company, that
Then it's not a big deal.
Mhm.
I didn't realize it was the same production company. Well, then
Yeah.
that gives me hope.
Yeah.
That and then Netflix is putting out some really good shows. I still can't get over Daredevil.
I can't wait
get
till the
over
next
it.
season
Yeah.
they're
starts.
bringing Stick back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Show us what's in the. Show me.
So if you haven't seen it, because I couldn't get it off the internet, you can see it on YouTube. Definitely check that out, and you'll enjoy it if you don't like it now. The only thing that I didn't like is the picture that I saw of Red Tornado, which is supposed to be some kind of like android type thing. I don't know. I don't read Supergirl. But I don't know. It looked like the Flash's outfit with stuff on it. It looked like a superhero outfit with like armor on it.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know who
And
that
he had a red
character was
face.
because I've never read the. Yeah, I don't really know much about Supergirl except that she's a girl.
But here I will now open up our loot crate.
Drum roll.
Open it up. I can't open
It's
it
so
like
tiny. I'm frightened because it's
And
so
we'll see.
tiny.
I know it is really tiny. That kind of bothered me when I saw it, but when I got right here,
Oh
is
my god.
kind of cool.
Your poor son.
now.
Every last few ones. Oh my god, poor Nicholas. So our youngest is a super duper Joker fan and a super Pokemon, like Pokemon freakazoid.
Gotta catch them all.
It's little
Just like
Pokeballs
Pikachu.
even. Look at the little Pokeballs at the end even.
Oh, look. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can see through your head. It's weird.
Oh, because
Oh.
it's yellow. Pika,
So let me take that off.
Pika,
Pika,
Pika.
And it's not through the whole thing, but just pieces of it.
Just pieces of it. So let's put this cap back on. What is this? What is this?
Oh, secret opening stuff.
It's a Hearthstone from Heroes of Warcraft. What is Heroes of Warcraft?
I mean, like
Some
World of
game.
Warcraft?
Maybe. Doesn't say WoW. It looks like a runestone.
Does it pop open or something? Or it's just a... Oh, it's a squishy.
It's a squishy.
It's a squishy.
Oh, it's a stress relief ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. A squishy rock.
You buy Very Lucky.
Oh,
The
Homer!
Simpsons Kid Robot. So is it Homer? I don't know. Let's find out.
It's like when he was on the Sudsy thing from Japan.
Yeah. But it's a kid robot, so who knows what it is.
Robot. I like these
You
new...
have a knife.
I have a
Yeah.
knife, I know.
I like these new blind box things, but I don't at the same time because
Oh, nice.
it's like a little Christmas present, but then...
I got a gold
golden
Buddha
Homer.
Homer on a
On
golden
the donut.
donut.
That's
That's
so
really cool.
funny. That's funny. Can I see it?
No, yeah.
I love it. Aw. That's cute. Shh, I'm taking this.
No, you're not. It's mine.
That's all that's in there?
I got a Greenlight Hollywood Supernatural Join the Hunt 1967 Chevrolet Impala sports sedan.
From the show Supernatural?
Yeah.
I've never
it's a
seen that
Loot
show.
Crate exclusive. And
Hot Wheel.
Oh, I thought you said it was awful.
No,
I was
I
like,
said Hot
that
Wheel.
show is awful.
then what is this? It's like a coin. Claim your free card pack. It's from Blizzard. It's something from Blizzard, but it
Something from
has like a
Blizzard.
little
Coin
token
in it?
in the middle.
I'll have to look at it. So, all in all, kind of meh, right?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, Nick. Well, I don't know. I kind of like the Homer.
The Homer's cute, but is it like worth the subscription for just the Homer?
Oh, no, not this one. For Nick, it would be.
Yeah, well, the Pikachu hat, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Guess what somebody's getting for their birthday?
It's nice. It's a free thing that I can give away.
Well,
Cool.
it wasn't free. We had to
But
pay the subscription. I do like Homer, though. He's really cute.
Homer is cool. So I'll figure out what that is later.
So, but it was okay.
There's no T-shirt.
I mean, so what? I don't understand their themes sometimes. Like, I don't understand how the things they put together go together. What?
This one was.
Spy one was awesome.
Spy one was good, but you know, people complain about that one. They don't like all the little notebooks and...
The Spy one was cool, and the fantasy one with the Game of Thrones stuff and the D&D
Yeah,
stuff.
I like
that.
that.
One was cool, too.
I like those.
Oh, nice.
What's that?
This has like cards for Summoner Wars, the card game.
Yeah. Speaking of card games, Vincent and I have a meeting on Friday to hammer down some final stuff for Game Expo. And then we are going to go to Magic Bean Gaming Cafe and play some
Yes.
games and have some gelato. So everybody's welcome to come to Magic Beans and play games.
Mhm.
And then that's Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be at the Wonderland of the Americas Mall, or whatever the heck you call that mall. And we're going to be at MonsterCon. And so is the producer and his lovely wife, Lene, with Master Photography by LG. And so you can get your photo done and your cosplay outfit, and it'll be really cute. And that's why I'm wearing the Vampire Domo.
Yeah,
'cause
and you
it's
can come
Monster
play
time.
games with us.
Yeah.
Lots of cool
Yeah,
stuff.
So
like-
all kinds of gaming all weekend long, and we're getting closer and closer and closer to Game Expo. It's
Oh
all
yeah,
that's
we're
on
gonna
my
also have
mind.
Hebe Studios out there with us, showing off his video game that he's gonna get on the Wii U here pretty soon.
Great, so that'd be great.
So
to
it's
come
like
and meet
Pong
somebody
on
from San
steroids. And in
Antonio.
fact, we're going to. I'm trying to get that out this week for Hebe Studios. We did an interview with them at Alamo City. We I just released JT Street's interview, which is really good. You got to check it out. So definitely check that out. See it at MonsterCon. So what do we talk about today? We talked about Star Wars, Anakin coming back, Hayden Christensen.
It's all kinds of crazy if you ask me.
We talked about Supergirl. We talked about Walking Dead. We talked about Limitless. We talked about a ton of stuff. Opened up a loot crate.
Kind of had a lot going on.
Did I say that already?
Lightsabers. Yeah, you said Supergirl. So when is Supergirl coming out?
Supergirl is coming out October 26th.
Some of the other things we watch they're coming back pretty soon too, right?
The Flash is coming out on October 4th, and so is... What do we watch after The Flash? What is that other show we watched right after it? No, that's October 5th. That comes the day after.
The day after.
But there was something else that was coming out on the 5th, or the 4th. Mm-hmm. Same day as The Flash.
Walking Dead's on the 11th.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
the
Right
regular
after the
Walking
con,
Dead.
Right after the con, we get to watch Walking Dead.
Well, I'll just come home and watch The Walking Dead. We'll crash out. Watch The Walking Dead. We are going to be The Walking Dead. Yes.
We will be The Walking Dead, yes.
We're such nerds. Nerds.
Because The Walking Dead, not the zombies.
It's the humans.
It's the humans.
So yeah, there's a lot going on. So, aren't we gonna be at Bernie?
Oh, Bernie National Night Out.
Is that Monday
on Tuesday?
Tuesday.
We're gonna be there in Bernie, doing that National Night Out. So, come down and see us. We gotta figure out how we're gonna get there and be set up and do all that stuff.
In time,
so,
but we'll interview you. So come out and be interviewed and be famous.
Yeah.
Be YouTube famous.
Be YouTube famous.
That's what people always wanted.
But thanks for checking us out. What is this? Fulgore, summon. Okay. What was the theme for... Oh, that was the theme for this month, is summon. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Pikachu.
yeah. I get it. You summon. I get it. Okay, that tied together.
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
well,
I get it now. Cool. But, I don't know. Thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen.
Geek Out SA.
Geek Out SA.